Day 2, afternoon. First thing we're gonna do in the campaign is claim the energy. Second thing is claim even more energy. Claim everything, send all, check if we got requests, check if we can add anyone, and request to be added. So this is automatic so that we can maximize our energy, which translates to leveling up, which translates to these tokens in here. We have 18 out of 110. If we get 80, we get the unit. So we're quite well off. This is a very good reward. I think that we're gonna make it at least to 80. Not necessarily to 110. But we'll see. If we fell short, it just takes a couple of days to go all the way to 80. So we're checking what we need to focus on. Level challenge. So we need to level up to level 41. Maybe even more, we'll see. So level 41 is the minimum. Then in the main story, we need to go all the way to 11:15. We'll see if it happens. The two are connected because without leveling up to level 41, I seriously doubt you'll be able to complete level 11. So that's connected. And in the underground, I think 9.5 is needed. As a reference to see where we are right now, go to the world, guild adventure. Here, no, that was the wrong one. Underground, and you see that right now we are on 4.1 in the underground. We need to reach 9.5, and here in the regular levels we're in 5.2, if I'm not mistaken. No, 5.4. So we still need to cover some ground. After claiming the energy, which we shouldn't forget, let's see the guild. So our gamble is paying off. Even though we're not at the top, you see that new members joined us. I'm gonna continue recruiting and advertising consistently, so this is gonna be one advantage. Also, our name seems to be a bit more relatable than Alpha, I guess. So Atreides is piggybacking on the Dune 2 movie. So guild rewards have been picked up, daily gift has been picked up, and donation is done. I think we cannot donate anymore today. So we did the necessary tasks. One thing we could do is bribe the people a bit, even though it doesn't make sense financially to pay for silver coins with diamonds, just so that people don't leave the guild in exchange for another one. We will send them some reward, and here you can claim the rewards. This is something that I created, and they can pick it up. I can pick it up myself. I just got 15k regular gold. It's not a big deal. This is just a reward for them, very minimal. It's rather a gesture. Unfortunately, I cannot reward them with anything else that would actually make sense, because for that I would require VIP levels. So if you create a guild, higher VIP level would make sense. Then, now that we have the energy, before getting to 120, let's see our units. So last time we took care of them, and right now we don't need any improvements, it seems, where we're lacking anything specific, all the way until Gox. So here we could sweep a bit, 4 times to be exact, to level them up. Leveling up is part of the game. It's something that we're collecting. And here we can sweep 5 times. It's just a small leveling up exercise so that we spend our level ups wisely. And here, yeah, we haven't unlocked these. So right now we're not gonna continue leveling others up, just the main ones. Let's see their level, by the way. They should all be 29. If I missed any of them and they are not on 29, then we need to level them up as well. Yeah, for example, here I haven't taken care of them. So I'll do the administration, quick activation, this is gonna be fast. And if I could up level anyone, I would do that. And in exchange for this, we're gonna get some extras. So this is just a short update. And let's see where we stand, 47,000 something. Our message is here. So we stay on the top of the offers, which is good. And let's see the guild. I've made a donation so that something happens. But more importantly, what we need is results. We need to find obelisks, because that's also part of what we need to do. So we're activating some buildings, that's fine, but we will need to find obelisks and keymaster tents. Here, if I remember well, it's gonna be a monster, an opponent. We won't be able to defeat that monster, but we will need to locate our obelisks. There are a lot of places that have not been visited, so this way there is nothing anymore, and I continue moving to any direction that could make sense. So here maybe there is some hidden anything really. Okay, there is not much. We won't be able to defeat this monster, don't even try. Here we can defeat this one. After all, it's just a weak monster. We are looking for obelisks. 3 of them spawn in the same map where we are, and then we'll need to teleport for the rest. That's gonna be an adventure, because then we would be in an adverse territory. Okay. So we run out of movements. By the way, if you want to add more movements, you can purchase one for free. And then the rest is gonna cost diamonds. Given that I don't have any traction, I'll just keep on purchasing movements for now. On week 1 only. Later, when we have enough people, these purchases won't matter. Even though it feels like burning diamonds at this stage, we will need some of these purchases. And it's easier to reach the 300 diamond threshold, with which we're gonna get some experience as well, and we don't have to dump them on something that we're not gonna use on week 1 to collect everything that we want. So, where should we go to? I'm gonna go downwards. Yeah, Giant is gonna be kind of complicated to defeat at this stage. Not impossible, but complicated. We may need to level up, and we'll need to clear the fog of war anyway. So I'll activate the gold mine. And the obelisk can be literally anywhere. We just need to find an obelisk. So we could get these 2 artifacts, fine. These are equipment here that we can use, you see. But okay, I'll try picking them up. So I'll make this purchase today. Just one purchase. We'll need to find the obelisk. And it doesn't hurt picking up these scrolls either. So then, strong monster borderline, I'll risk it. Might lose, who knows? After all, we're only at power 47k, the opponent is at 23k, so we may lose 1 or 2 units. Losing units means that they are just injured. But no, it's fine, strong monsters not a problem. So I think there is gonna be a guard here, yeah, the Naga. If we want to pass, we'll have to defeat him. Or them, whatever their gender is. Yeah. Good. So we're in control of the strong monsters on day 2 already. Okay, let's see the Naga, if we can attack them. Let's see. It's gonna be complicated. To see 81,000 against 47,000, and they are attack units. No way. No way. We'll just go north and continue the exploration. Here in the south we may have something. Although to get to the other side we would have to defend the giant. Maybe tomorrow we'll have more luck. Today it's quite unlikely. Okay, let's see the units. So here is a chat. Guild mine, that works. For the world, you have like add me. Yeah, these people think that I can add them, right? Oh, actually I can translate it, add as a friend. I will add everyone as a friend, obviously. Let's see, can I do this? Add friend. Sure. Add friend. Okay. Why not? So, defense. Here you have a potential formation, and it might be useful to change this formation so that it suits our needs. 6.1k, 5.7k. Okay, this is a damage dealer, but this unit is gonna give a shield to everyone around them, so I'll move this unit to the front. This unit goes to the back, very strong damage dealer. And we have 7 units at the moment. For defense, I might just move this unit here so that we block all rows and defend the damage dealers and the healers. Now I'll move everyone one place behind, and I swap these 2 units so that the units can benefit from the Pegasus. I'm not sure if we have this shield. Yeah, this is not that item. Attack speed increased, it's not that one. Vitality protection, yeah, unfortunately we don't have this shield. We will have this shield later once we level up the Pegasus, so its position doesn't matter at the moment. Okay, rules. So here you see movements and so on. Individual, you can defeat monsters and so on. We need to find obelisks like this. That's the important part. We will see. By the way, first time I purchased movement ever. I didn't even know that I can purchase movements. I've been just playing for a few months, so obviously I'm learning as well. You see how many mistakes I make. And here we are, and this is what we see. Chest, boss, and so on, underground. We cannot really do much at the moment. Equipment, we've seen that. Intelligence, it's some extra information that we have. And here you see the other two main guilds. And I really hope that those guilds will be full so that people join us. Even good ones. So here we cannot do much. We could go to the underground to earn some diamonds, but at the moment it's not an important thing. We can do town, we can mark certain places, and that's it, I think. So now we don't have much to do. At least in the guild. So what else can we do here? Just to level up. We could purchase artifacts from this building, we won't do it. But in the campaign we have to do our usual purchases. And yeah, we ran out of gold. Given that we ran out of gold and we need to progress, I'm gonna do the dwarf mission. Dwarven Alliance. We're gonna get XP for it as well, and this will help us reach the next level sooner than later. So, Dwarf's Treasure, I'm gonna go here. And instead of sweeping, battle every single time for the first battle of the day at least. Because if you do, you have a chance to redesign your formation. So you start with the strongest unit and then continue with the rest. So I really don't care about defense at the moment. We're gonna survive anyway. We'll need attack dealers basically. Let's see, 4,500. Yeah, I'll keep the units as they are right now. We don't have much of a choice. And you see that I positioned the defenders on the back. And this is just an experiment that I'm trying out, just based on common sense. The common sense idea is that we'll need mainly attackers. These units are not gonna lose health. Let's try, and if it's a failed experiment, so be it, we'll change the formation. You see that our HP is not decreasing at all. So why would we need defenders at all? Well, obviously we need them because we have no other choice. We don't have other units. But at the moment, it seems like all our units are still alive. And they just keep on damaging others. Some of the units move forward. We lose some HP, but not much. You see, like half of the first block was lost. So I think that our performance went up. It went up significantly, 200 up by 76. So we're gonna pick up the rewards. And I'll sweep once. Normally I would delay it to the end of the day, but this is like, you know, what does a good manager do usually? If there is a very thin edge that requires a lot of mental capacity, we just let go. We just let go and I press the sweep button. This is gonna be really, really fast. And I don't have to think about it for the rest of the day. I'm giving up a bit of an edge because at the end of the day I would be stronger and I could rebattle the opponent, but I'm not doing this right now. This makes sense, and this won't hurt my chances just in case I forgot about the Dwarven Treasury. So this means that we have gold again. That's very good. And we can do some purchases. You see, gold should not be a bottleneck like ever. On the first days, you know, if we delay the Dwarven Treasury too much, it might happen that we have some issues. But later it's not gonna be an issue at all. So we're gonna go to the marketplace and purchase everything that can be had for gold. There you go. It's these 5. And purchase this as much as you need. It's like you have 40 spell scrolls, you'll need 3000 by the end of week 1 in total. So every little helps. If you can get spell scrolls, purchase it. Here there is not much. Maybe some gems could be purchased, because here I'm seeing like this item that may be useful, and these gems on demand if you want to level up. Here I'm not seeing anything specific other than the dwarfs. We've gone through this already. So I won't change my mind much, but you know, a couple of times per day we can make these purchases. And we get some privileges. So energy is always important. Mystical store. +1 daily refresh, that works. So given that we've missed out on this 10 energy, leveling up will happen sometime later. I'm gonna level this one up first. Oh, and I have points for both. Good. So this means that the important ones are already done. And in the yeah, that's the mystical store. I have a free refresh, so why not do it? There is no downside. Gold is very cheap at the moment. You see, we got 5 million out of 0, and it's like you can spend less than $1 million per turn. We're not gonna spend diamonds unless we have to. So for now we don't have to. And now in the heroes part, obviously we cannot spend these scrolls at the moment. So what I was thinking about is that currently we have these 2 heroes. We will need more heroes, because sooner or later we will run out of spending power. We can still spend these scrolls, but not for long. Not for long. And here I hope that I get unlucky actually, because we need to spend these scrolls. And we have no other ways to spend. Here we have specialty that doesn't do anything yet, and we cannot upgrade the hero either. So this is gonna be a problematic option. This is gonna be a problematic option, how to spend these tokens. I'm thinking a bit ahead, because if you check the hero spell, we'll need to spend 3,000, not 4,000, just 3,000, but it's still a lot. And the bottleneck is not purchasing these items. The real bottleneck is how to get enough heroes to spend money on. So, knowing what we know now, we can check if we can purchase hero tokens anywhere. That would be the most important thing, and I think that it's not happening yet. It's not enabled yet. We cannot get hold of hero tokens yet. And that's a small problem. Not a big problem, but something worth thinking about. Let's get back to the units. And we'll do the round of upgrades. We got a 2-star unit. Here we got a 2-star unit. Yeah, these purchases help a bit. And always focus on your main team first. And then once your main team is satisfied, then the rest. You can check the last in the main team, 3,891. And this is 5,700. So this means that this unit has to be gone. We'll reorganize the formation. This is just for management purposes, so that you know where to spend your hard-earned resources. I'm gonna move all the units to the bottom. And I'll reform these. So this is the strongest unit. Or this is the strongest unit, we'll see. Yeah, this is just the second strongest, okay. Third strongest. And now I'm not going for synergy. If I can, I'll make the necessary choices. But for now, anything will go. I'm just looking for some sort of a synergy, and unfortunately we only have 7 people. So 4.9k, 5.7, 4.6. The ones at risk are the 4.9 and 4.6. And I think 4.5 instead of 4.6 makes sense for synergy purposes. You see, we have 4 units of the same faction. Let's see this one, 4.1. Now we have a trade-off to make 4.1 against 4.9. And here, you see, that's one option. And that's the other one. I think it's kind of obvious that we keep this huge damage dealer. We'll need an 8 person anyway, so level 32 is coming not too far away. Okay. Before spending the energy, we have time for that. Let's go to the arena, because I think we'll have a very, very easy job. We need to advance. We're gonna battle this. We always battle the best one. 17,000, it's gonna be easy. Most of the time. So we'll bypass this row. And we'll see what happens. We even have a unit advantage. They just have 5 units. And we have 7. That's a lot. Like a breeze. Okay, we got some rewards. It doesn't matter what we get exactly, so... Gold is the worst one, but it's negligible, reward-wise. We're going for the top 10 position, one of the top 10 positions usually. Okay, still 5 against 7, so we have a huge advantage. Unfortunately, we could have seen that it's a Kyclops, so the Kyclops would damage the whole field, or the whole row. But it doesn't hurt us with such an advantage. By the way, don't focus on getting unlucky with the pick. It's random, so you have no influence. When you have no influence, spending mental capacity just doesn't make sense. I have a poker background, that's where I see that a lot of people are frustrated about bad beats, right? So bad beats are when you did everything correctly, the odds were in your favor and you lose. So if it's gold again, I just don't mind, I'm immune. And this is how you can keep as sharp, staying as sharp as possible. Oh no, I don't want this battle, sorry about that. 85,000 versus 19,000 and we're at 39,000 with these units. So first of all, let's change the defense. I forgot that because there we only have 6 units, we can add the 7th one. And it's kind of a no-brainer, defense units to the front. Then charge units, or maybe this charge unit to the back for protection. And this exchange would help, and this exchange would help. So the defense is better. So here, if you can choose between the two, choose the weaker one. Some people advance randomly. By the way, these are not real opponents. These are not humans, most of them. Some of them are. And as they advance, the computer gives you some real humans and some just generated accounts, right? And in this case, obviously your goal is to increase your rank, not to pick the hardest battles. Impossible battles don't move you forward, and you need diamonds for the advancement. And you also get some other things as you advance. So 50k against 49, I'm not picking this battle either, even though 469 to 507, it's exciting. I'll just settle for the 507 for the day. After all, it's not a rush, and this is not a requirement for the end of the week to pick up as many shards as possible, or as many unit souls. These are called unit souls, by the way, that we're collecting. That's the whole goal of the whole adventure from start to finish. Okay. So 507, and we got some more rewards. So then, we can check out the store just in case we wanted to spend anything. You can even refresh them if it's worth. And right now there is really nothing. Wherever you have a red dot, it's more likely that you need that specific resource. So I'll make the purchase, but other than that, it's not a priority. So arena is done, and we can claim the 60 XP. That always helps. And we can also get some more arena coins from here. You know, these are default missions. I'm not focusing on these missions. They just as I move forward, I know that I complete them sooner or later. Having a focus on these doesn't make sense. For the new peak events, we need to claim all 5. It seems like we don't even have a button to automatically claim them all at once. So we have to do it one by one. Maybe on another day we'll have that claim everything button, but on day 2 it seems like the software wants us to train how to use it properly. Okay, so crypts. I'll show you what my problem is with the approach of the Dwarven Treasure. This is the Dwarven Treasure. You see that my rank is number 14 right now. It's not an not a very good rank, not a very bad rank. Number 1 would mean 350 diamonds, number 14 240 diamonds. Not a deal breaker. But the later we do this, the better, because if my level, when my power was significantly higher, I would do a lot more damage. Or if I had more units, I would have more attackers. Same thing for the crypt. Here in the crypt you can actually lose. And as long as the crypt event doesn't last until all the way to the end, we have room for improvement. So that's why I'm delaying the crypt. Diamond spending, we need about 150, and that would give us 100 XP, and this is exactly what we need, about 100 XP. I'll just quickly check if we can buy anything whatsoever. We don't need any of these. The best purchase is still the casting crystal in the long run, but remember that you can also go to the roster, the treasure store, to see if there is anything special that you want. Collector basic, I don't spend anything on this. Not on this, not on this. Yeah, unfortunately, not at this stage. I thought that this Astro Silver is overpriced. It's actually not overpriced. 300, it's 150 a piece because we got 2 out of this. Maybe I will purchase this here. Why? Why is it a discount? Because if you go to here, you can purchase 1 unit for 200. So 2 units would be 400. That's the default price. Okay, and we cannot do much more in here. So we'll try our luck. Obviously, we'll level up our units as much as possible. And as soon as the level up is done, we just got some resources so we could level them up. As soon as the level up is done, we might want to make some progress. One thing that we keep on forgetting is the Assassin's Creed. Because in the Assassin's Creed, even though you cannot do anything here and we're not gonna dump down $120 for this, or euros, here actually we have missions and we signed in. So just for the sign in we get 10 scrolls, and in exchange for the 10 scrolls we can get something. Yeah, this is weeks away, if not a month away. So we got something useless, but at least we could have gotten something useful as well. And what else can we do? In the Assassin's Creed event there is this chapter 1, and you see that we've made some progress in here. Even though we cannot attack these units, we could, but it doesn't even cost energy. Or can we attack these units? Maybe, because we don't even need to do much. So I'll move the units at risk down. These units are important. The defenders will face the defenders. The damage dealers are here. Maybe sharpshooter can go to the back, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, we don't have an 8th unit yet. So 50k, it's not a bad. Not bad at all. So battle. I always work with the 8th unit by default, I got used to it. Okay. Yeah, the opponent's health is gonna decrease slowly initially, and it seems like we have no chance. Glad that we didn't spend energy on this. Yeah, we're too weak for these high level units. They have some extra skills that cannot be defeated at this stage. 130,000, no way. So we'll see if we can make progress here. This would require energy. So let's see. 37,000 against 50,000, but they are out of balance. That's the thing. They are really, really out of balance. Good question. Maybe we could do a frontal assault like this. That could work. Or we could go for the... yeah, we'll go for the archer. Given they have no defense units, unless they have some crazy skills, most likely we'll win. If we won't win, then we spent energy for no reason. I'm just worried that we will lose more than 3 or more than 2 units. But I think this was a gamble worth taking, because worst case we get something. Okay. Unit 1.4. Here we're not spending the energy yet. We can check if it's worth. And knowing what we now know, even though these units are weaker, I would consider skipping this. I'm playing it safe with every little energy because it's quite tough to complete the whole mission, everything. So town event, let's see if we got some mission. No. We would need some more missions to complete, to pick more rewards up. So all that remains now is to collect whatever we need to collect. So if you see a plus in the top 8 units, and we don't, in that case we would collect it. But now our primary objective is to make progress here. Let's see the opponent's strength. Yeah, 50k versus 18k. I don't even know why I was hesitating for so long. This is a no-brainer. So we have to make progress. I was far too cautious. Because the logical thing to do now is that as long as we have an advantage, we exploit that advantage as long as we have energy. And we make progress. We will need this progress anyway, because the higher you go in terms of like chapters, the more rewards are gonna be unlocked. So there is some story element. And once you finish the story element, you get the story hero. And let's see the units. Units are fine. We can start. This is gonna be an easy one too. My job is to guide you through easy decisions, so that even if you're a complete beginner, you won't mess things up. You will have different units, but even if those units are not synergic and you're not meant to know what synergic means, even then you can make progress, because to defeat 18,000 with 50,000 strength, it's not hard at all. So we're moving forward. And I think this is gonna be an easy one too. Yeah, 16,000, no-brainer. I don't even need to look at the formation in such an advantage. But bear in mind, there is gonna be 50,000 or even 70,000, but even more. So